Good evening, everybody, and welcome to some ICE Rocket League Week 2 action. I am Ejam. Joining me tonight is Sam. And for us, anyways, us two will be bringing you some games, and there will be games later on to be confirmed. But for now, we have got the CIT Sprouts against Queen's University Belfast Maroon. Sam's, how are you feeling? And let us know who is playing for what team.
How you doing? What's going on, man? It's a good day to watch some Rocket League right now. So for the Sprouts, we have James Elmo Flynn, Scrubby, and Schmosef. And for the Queen's University Belfast Maroon team, we have Fangles, Day, and Mr. Sauce. I think I got everybody right there. I think.
You
I'm hoping.
did, you did. And I have to say, I don't recall the CIT game last week, but we got to see Queen's University Belfast last week. I was cast in with Morno. We got to see them take on the UCD Leviathans, and they were beaten 6-1 in 2 games, but my god, that game 3 where they won 3-2 in overtime, it goes to show that ranks in tournaments, they do not do not matter. They do not matter at all.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter
absolutely.
how good you are, it doesn't matter how bad you are, it doesn't matter how your performance is on a tournament day, absolutely anything can happen. And what do you think is going to happen today? Would you like to see these teams, or would you like to see Queens bounce back and CIT coming off a week in week 1? We'll see how the game goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big important thing in this is to remember that we're in a season here. So even if one of the teams is absolutely dominating, even the whole bracket, or they're just coming up super strong, or one of the teams is kind of tailing behind, they have so much time to improve now. And sometimes a loss can be the best thing for a team because they might come into this saying, oh, this is going to be an easy one. And they get absolutely smashed up against the wall, um, then there someone sitting there the day after saying, all right, boys, let's get together, we need to practice this, right? Let's work on this particular part of our game. This is how we lost yesterday and stuff. So I mean, I like these early games where people kind of just find themselves in these kind of preliminary positions within the kind of the league here itself. So long story short, it doesn't matter who wins here, really.
Doesn't matter, absolutely. It is a 7-week long series, so oddly enough, lockdown will be ending the last scheduled weeks of games. But as we get into this game 1 of a best of 5 series, we go straight into tip off. And well, we saw a few fancy fake kickoffs last week, nothing too bad this week.
Yeah, just going for the generic starts. We like it. Nothing too complicated right off the bat.
And complicated is not something you want to see in game 1. Game 1 jitters, they are real. They won't be as bad as last week. Everyone who didn't have tournament experience, a lot of freshers, the likes of them, they wouldn't have had tournament experience. But now this week, they know what a tournament game's like. And now let's see if they can improve from last week.
Yeah, so just for anybody watching at home, the Sprouts are fighting out of the blue corner here today. Just in case anyone was getting confused, and Queens are in the orange.
And Mr. Day, the shot almost topped right. That was extremely close, but unfortunately not meant to be. The defender was miles out, but now Sauce just collecting it in the corner. And if there's one guy who knows how to score these spectacular goals, it is Sauce. He hit some bangers last week. He even scored some unbelievable own goals into the top corner. But we'll see what he can do this week.
Yeah, definitely going to be one to watch throughout this season here.
Hopefully now we'll see him do some this game. But all of these teams, are we going to see teams are they going to have one player standing out, or is it going to be team performances? Because when all the players are like high ranked, you can expect them all to do well. But on some teams where there's a player that might be a bit higher than the other two on the teams, do you expect him to just try carry the show alone, or do you expect team play to be the way to go?
You never want to go into a game to carry it alone. I mean, it is always nice, and you get those kind of kudos if you can do it and stuff. But Rocket League is a 3v3 game. It needs teams, it needs your rotations, it needs, you need to be able to rely on someone. You can't score every goal from every part of the pitch every time you have the ball.
And that's just a bit of talk about relying on your teammates. James there, unfortunately, knocking the ball out of the way. Smoshev just trying to get the clear, ends up giving it straight into the pot of Sauce. And there you go, or Mr. Sauce with his first top corner finish of the series.
That's it. Second shot on goal as well. Quite an accurate player. But oh, danger! Wow, answered very quickly back. Day just coming in. He didn't care.
He didn't care, and that's 2 quick goals. And Queens already find themselves in a position that they did not. They just didn't find themselves in this position last week at all. Last week they were constantly trailing. The only time they went ahead was in that overtime game. But now, for the first time in ICE this split, they have got a 2-goal lead. And you know what? They're looking like they're able to score a lot more than just 2 at the moment.
Yeah, the defensive rotations were very, very slow there in that last challenge. I think, you know, the Sprouts need to just kind of tighten the belt a little bit, you know. Hit it and get back.
Oh! Well,
okay.
This game, all of a sudden, in the last minute, plenty of goals going in. Just Scrubby just drags the defender out to follow him. It's like, you know, an actual sport there where you're marking a player. You shouldn't be marking players in Rocket League.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a strategy I've seen. But you know what? They get that goal back, and I said it last week. 2-goal leads are dangerous. It's now all of a sudden the opposition have the momentum, and all they need is one more.
Yeah, a lot of aggression coming out here from the side of the Sprouts here. We can see a lot of demolitions. They really want to get up close and personal here in this game. You can see already the back rotations kind of a little bit sloppy here on the defensive side. And that's where the 2 goals really quick came in. But an aerial challenge here. It's on target.
And just these double commits on the fence again. Fangos, no boost, unable to get up. Scrubby misses the top corner, and now Day desperately trying to get it out of the back. He's trying to hit it down, but now just looks like the game we might have a little bit of a reset. But Scrubby's knocking the ball forward again, and Day clearing it, and all of a sudden this tempo is up completely. Fangos with another great save. We saw this guy. He played very defensive last week. He's doing the same again this week, but he has scored in the last week. If he needs to go forward, he will, and hopefully we'll see a bit of that. Because now it's all of a sudden looking like the team of Queens are playing very defensive.
Yeah, they really did have to just kind of switch the gears there. The 2 early goals are really good for them, but they're just playing super defensive now. I mean, it's the clever play. They are in the lead.
But you want to be defending with a 1-goal lead, or do you want to try push for that 2-goal safety? As Day lets it go. He calculated it, it went wide. Fangos with the nice clear now, and all of a sudden the ball yet again constantly firing back. Scrubby misses the top corner again. Fangos again with another clear, and now Sauce. We know what this guy can do. He just about unfortunate to miss, but the ball's in the air, and all of a sudden this tempo is really up. There was a slow start to the game. Then we got 3 very quick goals, and now would you just look at this? The ball's high. Day out of boost. He misses. Fangos with the clear, and wow, is this going to be a long-range clear? Oh my god. Fangos, I'm saying he plays defensive, but look at this. He's playing defensive. He just absolutely bops it forward over everyone, and that is the danger of keeping everyone forward. They just were relentless in their defense, and all of a sudden, just a nice counter-attack goal, and now we can just relax.
Man, Fangos is my MVP today, man. This guy is playing insane. Super defensive play style, really, really good in goal, but then just the awareness to notice that the keeper wasn't on his line and just boomed it down the pitch. Puts it into a 3-1, a much more comfortable position with less than a minute on the clock.
Not to worry, but right now, 15 seconds. It will take quite a miracle, but we've seen stranger things in past tournaments.
It is Rocket League.
It is Rocket League. This is Rocket League. I'd love if we had a This is Rocket League moment, but I think it's too early in the series. 4-1. If you don't know what This is Rocket League, if you don't get that reference, I recommend you look it up now, just in between the quick minute break between games. But that's Queens taking game 1, and CIT, I believe that's their first loss of the year as well. So both teams in a new position.
Yeah, I mean, they lost just purely on those first really 2 quick goals. It looked like there was just, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a communication problem, but just, you know, everybody getting warmed up into the first game of the night and stuff. Queens just were quicker to the mark, And they got those 2 early goals. COT answered back, but then Queens just answered back again and ends the set in 3-1. If you're the Sprouts now, what are you thinking going into game 2?
Fair enough. Game two. What do I think? I think CIT are gonna have to do what they did late in that second game. They're gonna have to be a lot more attack minded, but they just need to be careful about the double commits on offense. Because what happens is if you throw all the players forward, we saw Fangles with the huge clear. We know this guy is an absolute rock in the fence.
Yeah.
And he just got a really good clear. So we'll see now how game 2 will pan out. But I'd like to see something crazy on kickoff here, you know? If you're going to try it, you may as well try it now when it's not too late in the series.
Sure. Are we about to see something crazy? No, it all looks generic here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, last week the caster curse was real, but I think I lost my ability, but
What?
No, never mind. I don't know what happened in defense there, but just looked like he
checking
rolled
his
it in.
texts, man. Look at this.
Look at that. It happens to the best of us, I have to admit. But my word, it's just how many goals have we seen come from the team's own half?
Yeah, really long plays here today.
Ooh,
Oh, very quick.
that was a quick tip off indeed. And now the air is trying to go and get in. And oh, this guy, Shmosov, is popping off.
Wow.
In game 2. 2 goals, 15 seconds. Look how quick he is into the air. Realigns his car position so he can just tilt it downwards, use boost again, that extra speed. And 122 kilometers an hour, that was always going to be difficult to save.
Yeah, really, really difficult shot to stop from there, especially when it was as accurate as that. Sprouts are looking a lot stronger this game. They must have had a serious chat in the halftime break there.
Yeah, as people may remember from my casting last week, I did try to do my impression of what their chat was like, and I think I ended up just breaking everyone's eardrums, so apologies about that. So I won't, to the chat's delight, I won't be doing it again this week. But right now, I think, you know, I think they were saying something along the lines of, it's just game 1, you know, let's not panic yet. But off the ceiling, they're awkward, and oh my word. That was so close to being an own goal. I don't think he could have done anything there if it came off his car in any other way. It's those shots where they bounce off the ceiling, they come down very quickly. And that's what these defenders need to be aware of.
I mean, we've seen the Queens already have an absolutely dynamite keeper and really just strong defender as well. But those shots, you can only hit them a couple of times. Uh-oh! A little bit of double commit here on the defense, but a great
and what a
stop here.
save by Scrubby. He missed the first one, but it went over, and now he's lining it up for a shot potentially. Doesn't go in, but Fangles! Oh!
Just off the post.
Oh my god, you know what?
Shot
Queens last week, I believe they had an average of 3 shots a game, and already this game, not even halfway in, not even 2 minutes in, they have 5. I'm not sure, they must have been practicing loads during the week, because we are seeing a much more offensive Queens as Fangles again with the shot. Oh, that's why you have a second man on the line there. James reacting well, and that is the importance of not double committing everyone. If the 2 defenders went up there, they probably would have both missed, but now Scrubby just hitting it out again. You know, if you see defenders coming up in that scenario and you know that the defender's probably going to get there, there's no point of taking the shot. Just try to take it to the corner, try to reset, but they... another save, and oh my god.
Scrubby!
I need a break right now because this Queens team is just all over CIT.
The pressure. The pressure is so much on right now. Real dangerous here. And another center ball cleared out by Shmosov. Not fully cleared though.
Oh.
It's accurate. He came off his mark there. He's going to be kicking himself after that.
He had 0 boost as well. He did that with 0 boost. He just had the momentum, and he just so perfectly just managed to hit that ball straight into the net, rotated his car perfectly in the air to get that in. And just remember, everyone, boost does not mean goals. It means you have a lot of speed, but just remember, you know, if you're out of boost, don't be afraid to go for that shot. But Sauce now, we saw him do a flick last week, but
don't be afraid to go for the shot! Exactly what you were saying there. Smolsov just saw the ball. He tried to dribble it here. We see it just absolutely took it off the roof of his car towards the net, and there was nobody back to stop it in time.
If Fango saved that pre-flipping, bouncing off the post, I say that would have been save of the season before Sauce saying sorry in the chat. I'm not really sure why he's saying sorry in the chat. I hope these players are communicating in the call. Otherwise, it'll be even more impressive winning game one. But right now, again, it's a 3-1 game, and CIT this time with the upper hand. We'll see how Queens respond. But this game right now, my word, it's action all over.
Yeah, huge
What
excitement. Oh, that would have been
fake,
sick. That
you
would
know,
have been sick.
it probably wasn't a fake, but he would have almost taken out the three of them with a fake. And that in itself would have been impressive. But you know what? If you don't know what you're doing, how are they meant to know what you're doing?
The classic strat. The classic. I don't know where this ball is going to go. There's no way they know.
And there's a nice 50. Scrubby now. There's one thing I've noticed about Scrubby's gameplay is he's very quick into the air. You know, whether it's offense or defense. But I saw CIT do this in game one. They were doing a lot of bumps, a lot of demos. Didn't work for them. You know, it threw the third man forward. We saw Fangles get that long range goal. And now, you know, they're playing a lot more, not going for overly aggressive plays, and it's working out for them.
Yeah,
and right now, all the pressure is on Queens to try to get 2 goals in less than a minute.
Yeah, this is it. Though. I mean, this game is so like evenly matched that even though it was 3-1 in the last game as well, that it went the total opposite way here. Sprouts are just looking just a little bit better at the shooting accuracy here. There were so many good chances for them in the last game, but they're just capitalizing off their chances in this one. 3-1 here.
Very low boost on the side of Sprouts, but they get the ball out. That's important. 15 seconds. Can Fangles go for another long range banger? Oh god, that would have been something else. That would have been something. Now it's up to Day. Here's the heroic play. Will it dip in? No. Saved by Scrubby. Down to Day. James, he fluffs it, but it doesn't matter. Timer's up. Game set. Game set. Match. Not game set. Match is just game 2. Game 2 over. 1-1 in the series. And CIT bounced straight back. But both teams, I mean, look at those stats. CIT 4 shots, 3 goals compared to 13 shots with 1 goal. 10 saves on the side of CIT.
It's crazy.
Maroon, I'd say Maroon got more shots in that match than they did all of last week. So it's great to see that they have improved already with their shooting ability. But CIT, I mean, compared to game 1 where they had barely any saves, all of a sudden now whipping out 13 saves. I mean, if you're the side of Queens here, you're probably thinking, how do we break down this defense?
Yeah, but I mean, CIT had to have been saying that in game 1 as well. I mean, Queen's defense in game 1 was just absolutely solid. There was nothing they could do to get past it. So I mean, this set is probably going to a game 5. I don't imagine one team taking this an absolute stomp over the other. We'll have to see. Game 3. Here we go.
We don't want to stomp, of course. You know what? People may not believe it, but we are neutral, us casters. We do love a game 5. I'm sure you love a game 5 as well. Definitely. We hate to see trios. It's just over too quickly. It means one team's completely dominant. We love those messy, those chaotic game 5s where the nerves are up, the heart's racing. Any mistake can cost the series. People are screaming at each other in comms. I'd imagine as well, you know, but clear Sauce is up. Ooh. Oh my god, what a clear by Sprouts up there.
Yeah, really good off the backboard.
But now all of a sudden, Sprouts, oh no, unable to really get anything there, but just going to collect it in defense now. They're going to see what they can do, but both teams are respecting each other a bit, you know, they're letting them come at each other, but not too far into each other's halves. We've seen what those long range shots can do, and there's a bump right now. Maybe that can set something up. James, oh no, double commit, and now all of a sudden they need to get back. Fangles, we know what he can do. Sauce down to him. This is looking like a great pass.
Accurate!
Oh my word! What an absolute goal from the side of Queens. Look at this pass from Sauce. Puts it down perfectly. Fangles barely even has to move. 97. The whole 3 defenders. One's getting boost. The other 2 are just scrambling backwards. And that is a great team play. This is a whole new Queens Maroon team from last week. They're playing more aggressive, they're playing more attack minded, they're getting their shots, they're making their passes. And this is what I'm saying. Week 1, things are messy. Players are
That's
new
it.
to tournaments, but now it's week 2. You have that experience. How well can you compose yourself? But you said at the very start of the stream, this is week 2 of 7. There's a long way to go, but when you're improving this much between when you improve this much between week 1 and 2, who knows what they'll be like in week 7?
Absolutely. I mean, Queens are definitely going to be a team to watch here. Nearly a really, really good striking chance there from Day.
Open.
Ooh.
Yeah, bit of a let off there. You know, you have that lead. You made an unbelievable play. Can you keep it? Sauce out of boost. Think he's just going to try maybe take some boost and reset. No.
Okay.
But all of a sudden, now the game, you know, I think both teams are just trying a few things at the start. And now, you know, things change after a goal. You know,
Definitely.
naturally, it's a different mindset. It's a case of, right, we couldn't break them down with 13 shots at all. Like 13 shots, we could only score 1 last game. This game though, they made that nice little passing play, and in their heads, they're probably thinking now, well, if passing's the only way to go, we may as well try it as James goes for it.
Oh, it's down!
Oof!
It's just off the line!
That was such a slow shot, but the placement in that was almost perfect. He just got it up and over the keeper, and Fangles almost does the same thing there off the crossbar again. How many times have we seen the crossbar being hit so far?
Yeah, it's definitely coming into play here for both teams.
I mean, my word, this is crazy. As a shot off the wall, and now Day again, another passing play. Fangles unable to find the power, but you know what? This Queens team, they're starting to pick out these pinpoint accurate passes, and that's what you want to see. We need to see these plays continue. And
Definitely, I mean,
you know, it doesn't have to be spectacular flip reset gameplay. It's just a case of these players, they're doing well, working as a team, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, no, 100%. It just seems to be the crack for Queens. It's just leave Fangles. Woo! Scrubby, he's earning his place on that team right there.
The smoke came wide, and my word, I don't know what has happened, but this is insane.
Okay. Getting dangerously close here again now to the end of the game. Queens are still up a goal here. That's definitely going to be playing on the psyche here, the Sprout. Oh, but it's accurate. What a reaching save there from Fangles. And they're up again.
Great save. Apologies there if I cut off. I think my internet just went for a second. That is very typical. Just as all the action starts. But now Day with a shot, perhaps. Good clearance.
Okay, they're keeping the pressure on here.
You don't want to send your men forward though. Fangles able to collect. Scrubby taking the boost. That could be vital. But now Fangles, he has an open net. He goes for it. James.
Oh, there was 2 players. What?
Who is this player? Why is he rocking the bronze border? He should be rocking diamond plus. If this guy was playing, if this player was bronze last season, he must be either the most improved player in the world or it was 1v3 in every game, because he is playing unbelievable this series. Last week we saw Sauce really step up. This week it's Fangles, and they constantly consistent just everywhere on the pitch. But my word, oh my God, CIT, they're not out yet. 15 seconds, you praise one team, the other team will bounce back straight away. Great 50 by Scrubby there. Explosive, just straight up, open net, places it nicely into the goal, and 15 seconds. Will we see an overtime?
I want to see it. I really want to see it. Okay, we're getting massive aggression here from Schwab. It's close. It's in a dangerous spot. The shot just a little bit off, but Schmoshov is back.
No, it came down. Oh, that's he keeps it alive. Schmoshov needs to get up here. No, Fangles. My word, Fangles had the game. That was just a great performance from Fangles there. Mr. Sauce is having a few lag problems, so there may potentially be a bit of delay getting into this next game. We'll try to keep you updated as soon as we hear some more information back. But my word, you don't know who's going to win the next game, do you, Sam?
No, this is a total like 50-50. It's a coin flip now at this point. Like, I mean, if Fangles pops off, what I saw a lot of from Queens is that they would leave Fangles down the front, down near the Sprouts goal, and then just pass him those. They and Mr. Sauce are incredibly accurate with those passes. We saw him in both of those games. But the Sprouts seem to have this really, really nice like team play defensive thing. They can really turn around a defensive situation right into an aggressive situation. They don't really have to move all that much. So it is totally up in the air. If Fangles can pop off like he did in this game, then I think it's all for Queens. But if the Sprouts just hold their composure and lock down that defense, I think that we're going to see the Sprouts win it.
Yeah,
Here we are.
Someone needs to shut down Fangles. And Mr. Sauce has not yet connected to this game. Oh, he has now. We'll see. I believe he has now. Has he? No, he hasn't. So as soon as he connects, I'm sure the players will join into the lobby. But for now, it just gives me a bit of time to actually thank you viewers there. I was talking to some people in the European Rocket League scene, the European College Rocket League scene, and we were actually told, would you believe, that in terms of viewership so far this season, we're the third biggest region. Now, considering our population, for Ireland to be coming third on a list like that, that is because of you guys watching right now. Your support in watching these streams, it helps us a lot as Sauce does load into the game now. But I just want to thank you guys watching at the moment. I hope we're entertaining you. There's plenty more entertainment to come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 7 weeks. We're only in week 2 here. There's going to be some great games coming up, guys. And here we are getting into game 3 now. The score is 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1, and you know what? Just for the sake of a neutral perspective here, I hope the Sprouts win this one, because then we will get the game 5 that we want, and what I think are two very closely matched teams.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys playing a little bit later on in the season to see who's practicing more, because they're so evenly matched at this point that it would be really, really nice to see how the training goes on in each. But very dangerous position here now. Sprouts. Fangles had to show up there just to stop that ball. Oh, sorry, it's 1-2.
It's 1-2, sorry, yeah, this is game
1-2,
4.
Queens, yeah.
1-2 Queens. So, apologies about that if there's any confusion, but right now, you know, nothing chaotic, thankfully.
No, just a lot of play in the midfield.
Yeah, you know, I think the whole mentality changes after a team goes 2 games up. Because what that means is if you're on the losing side of things, it's a case of, right, we really don't want to be making plays. But Fangles, he's true on goal here, tries to get the 50 over the bar, but Sauce is up, tries to place it. Great save by Stubby, and now James is able to clear.
Yeah, looking really solid here. Nice little rotation there from Queens, but it was stuffed out by the Sprouts. He's going to be upset with that one.
Golden opportunity missed, but they're still on the offense here. And you know, it's not like Cork have been struggling. They won a game, remember? They scored. It was only 2-1 in that last game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Low scoring games, but full of action.
That's what you want. You want these, you know what? Doesn't matter what the quality or the rank of the players are. When you have 2 closely matched teams like this, you know, this is an opportunity for you, not only representing your college, to step up and start. And Fangles linking up there. They just don't let me speak. Every time I try to speak, they just end up doing things like this. Fangles so quick up that wall. Sauce rushing forward, no one home to defend, and now Cork, they must be feeling nervous, the Sprouts.
Yeah, it's very difficult to score on this Queens team, so even going 1-0 down here is a big deal for these guys. Okay, up to get the challenge here.
Ooh, double tap. Oh, dangerous missing. Sauce, last man back. He doesn't disappoint. Okay, as now he's going maybe
center it here. Oh, okay. Schmosa was ready though.
You know, like you think that the ball going at you is, straight for it to save, but it's just that little jitter that a lot of players will have. I'm not sure if you get it playing Rocket League. I certainly do. Every time I go for an important hit, I sort of jump a little.
Absolutely freeze up and stuff. Yeah, everything clenches for a minute.
Everything clenches for a sec, indeed. But imagine that in a tournament situation where if that goes in, you're 2-0 down, and the series could end just like that. But for now, CIT, they're holding on, but they're potentially 2 minutes away from losing this series, and they're gonna have to start playing offensively soon, like they did in that winning game too.
Yeah. We're seeing a really solid offense here now from Queens. Okay, the counter attack here from Sprouts is shut down by Day. Over the top.
Here we go, Fangles. Oh, that's uncharacteristic of him. And now all of a sudden, Schmosov unable to find any height, but Dave's driving backwards. He misses flip up, but no one there to capitalize. Dave found himself in a very awkward position and unable to capitalize. The Sprouts team were.
Yeah, that was their best scoring opportunity here in this game so far. Oh, and another great save from Scrubby.
But now Fangles is up, he hits it off the crossbar. Mr. Sauce as well. Kandei, third time lucky, the net's open. All the players were brought out. I was talking about that last week, hitting it off the crossbar. It drags out defenders. Unable to capitalise there. They were on the receiving end of it last week with a lot of UCD shots. It's almost like they learned from them, But now all of a sudden, Scrubby up here, goes for the shot. He bounces it off the ground. James misses it. Schmosov unable to hit it. And Fangles again, oh no, Scrubby, that was a mistake. Ooh, nothing came from it in the end, but now he's flicking it out, no one there to receive. Sauce is there in the end. Schmosov, quick reactions, turn left to save it.
Man.
Yeah, and he's up there, but now Fangles again, down to Sauce. It's a good team play. Oh, not the B this time. But this is it, this is the intense stage of the game. 40 seconds remaining. Scrubby's bringing up on the wall, trying to find a teammate. Day's there to collect, but that's a double commit now. James, last man back. He's letting Fangles take the ball. You might not want to do this with this man. And now Fangles, he's giving out Day with the shot. Scrubby out to retain it quickly. And now Sauce is going in, but James clears it. Fangles, it might go over him here. No, he hits it up. And maybe just giving CIT a bit of space in their own half. But my word, this is a very intense 15 seconds. Fangles with another big clear. He has been so big for this Queen team so far. And now Sauce, he misses Day in back in net by himself. The 3 players are forced. The demo coming through, doesn't find the ball. Fangles again, he just needs to hit this down. He needs to hit this out. Schmosov will be able to hit it.
Fangles.
No, there we go. Hits the ground, and my word, that is a GG. Everyone, congratulations to Queens picking up their first win. They go up 1-1. I believe the Sprouts now are also 1-1 after that loss, but my word, I'm not sure about you here, Sam, but if there was a player that stood out that series for me, it has to be Fangles.
Definitely. Fangles was just always over the ball. He seemed to just be around. If he missed a commit in the offense, he was just immediately back. If something went wrong, he was saving, he was shooting, he was all over the ball. It was a really, really solid showing there from Fangles. And he was the one rocking the bronze borders.
The bronze border, as if he is bronze. Well, folks, right now we have another game coming up for you, brought by Sam and myself, Ejam. It'll be the Waterford IT team taking on the Trinity Ducks. We are just going to go to a quick break just so we can get all of the players in the lobby as well as ourselves. Again, thank you for all of your support so far in watching the streams. We will see you again very shortly in a few minutes to bring you the second series of today.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with game 2 of Rocket League. We have the WIT Vikings facing off against the Trinity Ducks. My name is Sam the Ding and I'm joined here by Ejam. What's going on? You want to lay out who's on these teams right now for me?
I will indeed. On the Waterford team, we have Decomp, Kevster, and Solo against the Trinity Ducks, Aaron Basie, and Bonkers Bot. And you know what? I hope this series is like the last series, because the last series was absolutely amazing.
There was a commentator's wet dream, man. It was great. There was action everywhere you looked. There was just there was shots, there was saves, there was everything. It was just all over the place. I loved it.
Yeah,
Full of energy.
It was great to watch. My voice is definitely going to be a bit sore in the morning, but sure, look, you know, that's what you want to see. We love this. We love this high level of team play. We love these closely matched teams, you know. Sure, it's very satisfying to watch players go for crazy flick resets, double taps, the likes of that, but when you have two teams that are closely matched, that's exactly what you want more than anything. And
Yeah,
hopefully
and
now we'll see it again today.
Yeah, the Trinity Ducks. I casted their game last week, I think, or it might have been the Trinity B team. But we're I don't know. We'll have to see. They normally have a very aggressive style here. But WIT are definitely going to be kind of once their defensive rotations are on point and in check. Once the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, it should go in Waterford's favour. I don't know. Who do you have for this game?
God, I don't want the caster, Chris. I just want a game fight. I don't actually know. You know, it's so early in the season. It's hard to tell. But to be honest, right now, this moment in time, players are loading in. We'll know very soon who's looking likely to win. But here we go. Waterford on the blue team, Trinity on the orange team. Any crazy kickoffs this time around? No.
No, sir. Oh, but a very close shot already. Okay. Seeing a lot of motion here.
Straight away, high action into the game. Pass down to Kevin. Looks like it's going a bit high.
Oh, just a little bit off.
Solo now collecting from the back, and there's a demo. We didn't see much of them last game. Let's see if demos play a part this game. But you know what? You know what's worse than a demo? A big bump. At least
so
with
bad.
a demo, you spawn on your own corner with 32 boost. But if you're bumped away with 0 boost, it can take you a while to get back.
Yeah, when you're just flying through the air watching the game going on beneath you.
It's quite sad. But...
Oh, bit of a hole in the defense here.
Kev there smacking the wall as hard as he could, unable to really get anything out of that. But right now, you know, the game ones, you know, teams are trying to settle in. You know, we don't see nothing too spectacular until the later games. But
Boom!
What a finish! I'm not sure Aaron should have went for the bump there. If we're going for the bump, yeah, sure, you take out a player, but you didn't take out the right player.
Yeah,
poor Bonkers stuck on the
for
slide. Good luck saving that one.
Yeah, an absolute belter. Or banger, I think is the word of the day, isn't it?
Absolute banger of a goal, yeah.
Alright, we're seeing a little bit of aerial stuff going on here. Decomp. And another bump. A real aggressive game in Rocket League here. Okay, didn't quite get where he wanted it to go. And again, okay.
That demo might work out, but Comp, he's quick to get to the top corner. That was a great save coming out. Now Barzy has a chance. He tries to flick it over Solo. Solo reads it well. Aaron, he has to clear this double commit though. Leaves Kevin an opportunity here. Great pass down to Kev. Kev unlucky not to finish that. And now maybe Trinity will have a chance to just reevaluate, reassess. With Solo taking the ball forward, trying to get the read of Barzy. Doesn't get it. Aaron clears it out, and Trinity finally have a second third. As do I.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're seeing that both teams aren't afraid to just absolutely go in here, and that's why we're seeing a lot of booms here. And I'm kind of expecting it every time that the ball drops down. Somebody's about to get demoed.
Yeah, it's a case of A miss there. Will it be punished? Bonkers with the shot off the crossbar. So unlucky. The defensive mistake there, not punished. And now Solo is trying to get the pinch off the wall,
Oh,
doesn't
didn't
find
get
it,
it.
cleared out. Kev back to decomp. No, he just takes it himself here. Careful not to use too much boost. Heavy touch means Bonkers can hit it up. And now Barzy's up, hits it into the corner. Aaron coming in with the shot. Shy of the top corner, and Bonkers hitting it out. Barzy trying to collect now. He has to get up quickly. He does, but the double commit leaves Aaron alone. Aaron able to clear it out now, and all of a sudden, this happened before the game. They're settled in, and now it's going to be fast paced.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more speed now in this game here.
Oof.
A little bit of a cheeky reset there. I like it.
I think one thing that differs from the last game is last game a lot of the shots were taken off the ground. This time around they're just taken in the air. As unfortunately I get this.
Yeah, I mean we can see it there. The players aren't afraid to just totally chase the ball up, and I mean it's not that it shows your kind of caliber of play, but it just shows you're a little bit more comfortable with your kind of car control in the air and stuff. To see those. Oh, whoa, though, just as I'm talking about comfortability, looking a little bit messy there on the side of Trinity.
Indeed, but no.
Crumb
coming in.
smashed it in there. Where did he come from? Boom! Sinks it in.
I'm surprised that shot was only 87 kilometers an hour because
Yeah,
it came in at such a fast speed. But you know what? At the end of the day, a goal is a goal, and that's in a dangerous position. Kev unable to reach there in time. And right now, all of a sudden, Waterford definitely looking like the stronger team so far. Solo going for a flip reset out of boost. He did have it. Unfortunate not to be able to set it up. That's something I've yet to see in ICE this split. A flip reset. There could have been one last week that I missed out on, but at the moment, Bonkers absolutely bonking it forward. Solo makes a solo save, and I think that's it from me.
Okay, dribbling it down into the center here. A good defensive clear now, pinches it directly up.
Don't know how he managed that in. Bonkers hits it off the crossbar. Barzy is trying to get back, and right now it just looks like Waterford, they're settling down. They have the 2-goal lead. Barzy, rule one. Oh, it was close. I'd love
Just
to see
kissing him on the mouth, man. He's nice. Just best of luck in the game, man. Mwah.
Oh!
Off the corner of the post here.
Yeah, and now Aaron knocking it up. He's going for a solo. It's on 1 second anyway. Waterford have won the game. I suppose rule 1.5, keep the ball up in the air. I think, well, no, they're keeping it up. That's what you want to see.
We're having a bit of fun here.
That's it. Keep it up. Keep it up. No. Keep it up. Keep it up. There we go. How long can we go? Oh.
And there it is, the WIT Vikings taking game 1 here in your second set of the day.
You know what? I'll give you a reason why you shouldn't keep the ball up at the end. Oh my god, are those red triangle things for you as well? You're seeing on Waterford?
Yeah, for Kev and Solo.
Solo, yeah, that is a worrying sign. I was getting disconnected a bit myself during that game, so apologies if I just went blank on you or was speaking over you. But right now, I mean, if these are lagging and they're making this sort of performance, it makes you wonder what they do if they weren't lagging at all. But as we get ready to up all of the players and ourselves into game 2, I mean, whew, Waterford looking strong, and I think they'll be able to keep up this momentum.
Yeah, it totally depends. The game is now in Trinity's hands. The ball is in their court, no pun intended. But they need to buckle up a little bit here now, unless they want to go down 3-0 in this set here. But we'll see. Here we are, game 2. WIT Vikings versus the Trinity Ducks. And already with that aerial confidence, Waterford.
I mean, how do you see Trinity bouncing back this game after the game 1? You know, they had a few moments, they hit the crossbar a few times, but how do you think they're feeling right now, knowing that they have
not great, but you definitely have to shake that off. You can't let this like loss 1, especially when it's a best of 5. If it's a first to 3, you know, everything is to play for. You can still reverse sweep them 3-1, you know. It's happened. We've seen it here, like. You just shake it off, you know. All right, that's game one. It's out of the way now. Whoa!
And they Waterford almost getting that lead into game 2 already.
Yeah.
Barzy almost knocking it in. Just, you know, right now it's just, can Trinity get out of their own half? But this Waterford team are looking very aggressive.
Yeah, very, very aggressive indeed. They're just playing up all of the time, looking for those like long crosses in and stuff into their strikers who are already booming people. Whoa! Out the
It was a big clear, wasn't it? But no one there.
Could be dangerous. Oh, lands on his own man.
Aaron's up doing a few mad spins. He actually gets the touchdown. That was great ball control and a pinch as well. But the speed, Solo's up trying to do it all himself. Aaron, another great clear off the wall. And you know what? That's a lot harder than it looks. So the
dangerous. Whoa.
Solo there, good 50. The shot unable to sneak it into that far corner. Both three players are in that corner. Actually, they want to spread out a bit, perhaps. Bonkers now with the shot. He tries to put it far corner. Kelster straight away, stopping it going in. And Barry's again knocking it up. Solo with a huge clear straight down to Bonkers. Though he knocks it up. Decom's awkward. Barry should have maybe went for a down there. Instead, he goes himself. Kempster's off the post.
So close.
Crossbar. Can Bonkers finish this? Yes, he can.
Bonkers.
Word, the relentless pressure there coming out of the side of Trinity Ducks. How many times did they hit the crossbar before that went in? But it doesn't matter. And again, another top corner finish. How many of these are we going to see today?
At least one more, I'd say. But here we go. This is such a big goal now for Trinity to put them in the lead here in the set. Oh! I was just about to say, this is Trinity's momentum now. This is what they needed here. And then Comp just shuts me up with that absolute beautiful placement there.
The whiff from the defender. That was so unfortunate. You hate to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, momentum, like mental games play a huge factor here. And, I mean, Trinity need the next goal now just for their own like heads here to keep them in this game. Oh,
the shots are coming in thick and fast again, but oh no, the pass just a bit too fast. But Aaron, what's he able to do? Maybe getting the corner, beat Solo. He's gonna try to take it up now, but Comp reads the play. But Barzy straight back in, and we've seen this before. Straight down. Wow. Unable to capitalize. Kev goes for a boost instead of clearing the ball, but now Solo with the chance to clear. Maybe straight to Comp, but no, Aaron has other things to say. Yet again, bit of miscommunication. This is in a dangerous spot. Great pinch, Comp, he has to clear it, and he does. My word, when Trinity get this ball into their final third, they keep it there. Solo, he has to make the save. Gets up, good clear. Aaron, he tries to read it. Solo's able to get past him. Bonkers, he's in an awkward spot. Solo, you might just need to pass it across instead. Goes for it.
What a touch!
Does it. Solo back doing it. Solo. You'd love to see it. Watch this. From his back corner, picks up the post, touch off the post, and the speed of that. Demos the player for good measure as well, and that is a great play from Solo, and Waterford again find themselves ahead in game 2.
Yeah, that little touch off the wall to set him up so that he could angle his car to get that shot straight on net. So big.
That was a great shot as well there. Aaron with the save. And Decomp now trying to hit the 50. Aaron, he does hit it under. Gives Solo a chance to have a shot. Great clear forward. And you know what? These two series that we have casted so far, how even have these teams been?
Yeah, this is great. Really, really nice to see. Good. It's nice to not see an absolute stomp, you know?
Yeah, okay. I mean, you know, if you find yourself in a position where the other team is a lot better than you, the best thing you can do is learn from it. We saw Queens last week. They lost to the UCD Leviathans in a disgusting manner. They were really outplayed everywhere on the pitch. And then this week, just to come back to the way they did the chip shot by Bonkers, almost sneaking in. But now, look where we are again on the pitch. Will we see? Oh, and look again, Solo on the right wall. He really loves this wall. Aaron, vile touch. But now Kevster, he beats the player, tries to hit it out. Decomp now, he has to collect, otherwise he's going to be in a bit of trouble. No boost in the corner available for him. Aaron not able to read it, but Solo, he has a clear shot. And again, top corner. the defender was there, but it's just the way he look at the way he hits this off the ground
It's
here.
so
Hits it off the
awkward.
ground, bounces up, Bonkers unable to do anything. 110 kilometers an hour, the speed of that shot, and you feel like now Waterford will probably have this game with just 35 seconds left to play.
Yeah, I mean, unless we see a miracle happen from Trinity here, the Waterford goal has been just so hard to open up here in both of these sets as well. But what?
As you say that,
He shuts me up, man.
Masters curse, it is real. Kevster unable to get that. Barzi hits it up. Decomp unlucky to miss, and what's with these players that hitting top shot or top corner shots?
Yeah, they like it, man. They like it.
Why go for standard goals when every goal can be an absolute banger?
That's it. Okay.
Oh my word. Solo. Great clear, but
Oh,
no
wait, what?
way. Ooh.
Oh, I thought they
would
were
have been
about to
special.
equalise it.
And how important could that be for Waterford going 2-0 up if they can hold this off? There will be no rule 1.5, first rule of Rock League, whatever you want to call it. 1 second, the ball's in an awful spot. No boost from Bonkers.
Nice.
And my word, GG. Game 2, that was an intense ending. But now all of a sudden, you know, we're looking to get this into Game 5. You think we'll be a Game 5 series based on how close these teams have been so far. Some
Yeah.
high ping spikes from the Trinity players. They haven't reported it. They're happy to continue, but right now the Waterford team, they're not ready enough. I think they need a breather. You know, right now, Solo, I say he's feeling good. Look at that point discrepancy between the players.
Yeah.
Kevster having an internet issue. He has gone to check something. That is what we are told from Solo at the moment. Kevster, of course, he was lagging that last game as well. Hopefully, there will be no issues. And folks, just some news for you. We won't be casting in the next game, but there will be games to follow. We have the first UCD team against the NCI Panthers. So
Oh, that's going to be
plenty more.
such a game.
That will be two absolutely great teams. So Kevster is
Playing through it.
bit of salt there from Aaron saying he's lagging too, but he's playing through it. Kevster is back. His internet seems to be sorted. There's a bit of salt here. I love to see it. Not too much salt, just you know,
Friendly
get on with it.
competition.
Friendly competition, but how can these teams be friendly? You're not here to make friends, you're here to insert your dominance. And as we kick off into game 3, Solo
Oh, straight away!
This player is unbelievable. What has happened? The speed of that kickoff. Look at the speed. He's up. Yeah, sure. Let me just do a little
Oh.
spin, hit it upside down. Went for the top corner. He's probably saying, sorry, lads, unable to hit that one top corner. But 3 seconds in on game point, Trinity, they need to fix something. And you know what? These tip-offs, 2 players from Trinity went there. Kev, he's sitting there waiting. He takes the shot on and he scores. Oh my word, it is. Aaron is lagging. He has 350 ping. I'm not sure what the rule set says for pauses, but 10 seconds in 2 goals. I'm not sure what's happening. Solo, he's having the same ping issues. I'm not sure it can be used as an excuse. I don't have the rule book on my side, but Solo, he's going for 3. Kev's there to capitalize. He doesn't make it, and I don't know how it went so high off his car there. But oh my word, this is absolutely disastrous for Trinity in game 3.
Yeah, if you're a Trinity fan, this is not good, but oof. Their defense is as good as their offense, it would seem.
Solo, he's going for it. Bonkers able to collect with the save. Solo, he has stepped up. Decomp, you know what? You can miss those shots all you like, because if Solo's playing the way he is, it does not matter. Almost gets the bump onto the defender, but you know what? This Trinity team, they have good players. We have seen their mechanics so far. It's just that final finishing move. Double commit there, doesn't get punished, but the 3 Waterford players are in that corner. That can be dangerous. He passes it straight to Barzi. It is an open net. Can he get this double touch? The speed of the defense getting back. Aaron is facing the wrong way, doing donuts there. Kevster's up to clear, and now I'm not sure if you're noticing this, but every time the camera pans to the wide shots, look how close the players are together. They're there to have each other's backs, but that means that you cannot pass. If you switch to play with a good pass, it can mess them up. Kev does it all himself. Bunkers
That's
a big
accurate.
clear. It's a great clear.
That's a
Solo
huge
does not
clear.
respawn on time. We have seen these clears time and time again. We have been criticizing these demos so far this series, but that demo onto Solo, he doesn't spawn in time, and Bunkers, he just rolls it in.
All right, Trinity are in the game. Might be a little bit too late here. 2-1. We have seen bigger comebacks, but this has been a low-scoring game here.
Demo coming through means it's 2v3. Decomp, he gets the boost. Crucially, gets it over Aaron. I think that's a good use of boostage. That was a great car control right there.
Yeah.
Bunkers, great pass to Aaron. Aaron with the opportunity here, unable to find the power solo, or the power, unable to collect. I say these Trinities are feeling a bit paranoid right now, but Aaron off the wall. Bunkers there to collect. Great save by Solo again.
Yeah.
And when the Trinity team has the ball in their half, we see the pressure boost starving Waterford Edinburgh. What a pass over to Comp. He has the shot. Bunkers able to save it. And now Trinity, they have just over half the game yet. Do you see them coming back, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, if they can convert pressure into goals, then yes. But traditionally what we've seen is they'll just keep it up towards the goal. Waterford defence are just holding up a little bit here. Just a little bit too strong to what Trinity are able to do. You know, as we saw it there, they should have been able to clear it back into the blue half here. Okay, this could be the start of something good here. And a great...
What a flip.
I'm not saying anything ever again because it's always proven wrong. I was just
why
saying
you say things. That's exactly why you say things. This is not going to go to a game 5. Waterford
this
are going to
set
win
is
this
not
game
going to
right
end
here.
7-7, like, you know.
Oh, that would be brilliant. Very unlikely, but it would be brilliant.
Okay. Yes, we saw 3 in the defence there and only 1 in the offence for the Trinity side. Okay, boom.
Booms. These aren't boomers anyway. I'd be impressed if they were. Decom trying to hit it down, able to collect it. He tried to get the pincher at Kev there. You know, those pin shots are deceivingly powerful. If this hits the roof, it could prove dangerous. It hits down, it does. But no one there to collect. But Barzy coming huge save. Waterford do not want to lose. They want to take their trio and move on quickly. Trinity, they're looking to come back. What a shot from Solo. Takes out 2 defenders. Kevster, he hits it down. Unfortunately, into the path of 2 players. Trinity, they're getting nervous. They have to stop these double commits. Solo, he has the opportunity. He hits it up high. Kevster, can he? No.
It would have been
oh, what
spicy,
if that
but...
demo could be huge. Bunker is able to collect that. He just respawned. Why would you demo him again? Give the poor lad a break if he gets demoed here. No, he survived. Getting demoed 3 times in a row, that's enough to make you quit any unranked game.
That's throw your controller at your brother sort of play right there. Look at the aerial control. Oh no! Ooh.
Getting knocked out due to an own goal after being demoed about 68 times would have been fairly bad. Aaron unable to collect it there. And Kevster, we'll see, can he do anything here? But 30 seconds, here we go. My voice is rested. Trinity to hit the ball out straight away. Solo, he's looking for the clear. He's going for the shot. He flicks it up high. Aaron, he's there to collect it, but the double commit. Kevster now going for the shot. 10 seconds left in this game. Will we see the first overtime of the game? He gets it over Aaron. Solo off the ceiling. Decom trying to find the angle, really unable to make it. Kevster though, 2 seconds left. Can they find the demo? Unable to make it. The ball's still high up in the air though. They knock it down.
All right.
Now, recharge time.
Here we go. Overtime between these two. The WIT Vikings versus the Trinity Ducks. Overtime. Potential final play here of the whole game. Oh, yes!
You called it!
Out of nowhere, Solo came in!
Oh! Solo has played so well this series. He is the reason, arguably, that his team won the 3-game. Commiserations to Trinity. What a performance from Solo. And the WIT Vikings. What a game. That didn't feel like a 3-0 at all.
Yeah, the final score 3-0, but I mean, it was definitely much closer than that. But wow, what an absolute school being put on here by Solo. Just, he was everywhere in those last 2 games for WIT. I think they need to pay his tuition now or something. I don't know what the
Well, you know what, Waterford, they are the college that are doing the esports scholarship. I'd love to see
yeah.
other colleges following suit soon because the potential it could bring. But you know what? For those 2 series that I casted today, Sam, first of all, thanks for casting them with me. Second of all, what games? You know what? I wish I was here for the later ones. I will be watching them, of course, by myself. But you know what? The teams, as you said, UCD against the NCI. Folks, there will be a tiny break before the next set of casters load in, as well as the teams. But UCD against the NCI Panthers, that game is going to be unbelievable. Both teams, high ranking players, great team play in the first week. Don't go anywhere for that. But for now, big thanks to Celtic for streaming. Sam, thank you for commentating with me.
No
And of
problem.
course, for all of you viewers at home, our success could not be the way it is without you guys watching. So a big thank you to you all. I will see you next week, but this is not the end. You will be introduced to some fresh faces soon. For now, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a Red Bull, grab whatever you want. Have a nice little break, and our casters will be here to greet you soon. But for now, it's me signing off. Have a great time, everyone.
When I think of the future, I think of the men and machines and friends and ideas and philosophy and spirits. Men and machines. Men and machines. friends and ideas and philosophy and spirit. Man and machine. Man and machine. When I think of the future, I think of the man and machine. And friends and ideas and philosophy and spirit. Man and machine. Man and machine. Man and machine.
like a phantom. I don't own that house in the Hamptons, and my 2 chains ain't gold at all. I can't buy you a diamond necklace. Being good with money takes practice, but somehow I don't mind at all. Cause no one's got what we got. We hit it up on rooftops. No matter what they say, we will do this our way. We ain't in it for the dollars, no. Just for the thrill of it. Nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Show you the paper. I can buy that house for you later, but you say you don't need that at all. This world is ours for the taking. Just me and you got me thinking. I swear we already made it. Cause no one's got what we got. We hit it up on rooftops. No matter what they say, we will do this our way. We ain't in it for the dollars, no. Just for the thrill of it. Nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it.
You wanna turn me off. You wanna flip the switch. I wanna break the lock. I know what makes you tick. We used to be so young and free. Yeah, baby, don't treat me like a machine. I could still be just what you need. No, baby, don't treat me like a machine. Wanna go to your apartment, take it back to where we started. We'll be everything you wanted, you wanted, you wanted. And I know it could be perfect, and I know it would be worth it. We'll be everything you wanted. You wanted, you wanted. Yeah, baby, don't treat me like a machine. I could still be just what you need. No, baby, don't treat me like a machine. We used to be so young and free. Yeah, baby, don't treat me like a machine. I could still be just what you need. No, baby, don't treat me like a machine. Wanna go to your apartment, take it back to where we started. We'll be everything you wanted, you wanted, you wanted. And I know it could be perfect, and I know it would be worth it. We'll be everything you wanted, you wanted, you wanted, 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 you wanted, 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 you wanted, 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 you
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last series of the evening. I'm Nuala Lake. I'm being joined for this final series by Morno, and we're going to bring you what is hopefully going to be a clash of the titans in this tournament, the UCD Leviathans A versus the NCI Panthers, and it should be a good one.
Yes, it really excited to be here. It's a shame we only got one season here, but this is a series here. But this is going to be the big one. This is the one that I've been most excited for. UCD Leviathans A, whose lineup tonight consists of Hydropocus, HC, and Jo. Oh, mispronounced the name this time, mate. Sorry about that.
We've been practicing off camera.
We've been practicing, yeah. And the NCI Panthers, which is we've got Beef, Unknown, and Way Too Speedy, who's been kind of tearing it up last week as well. So really excited. We've had some really good matches, really hectic edge of the seat stuff that we've seen all night so far. And it's going to be hard to live up to the hype of that one. But if there's any matchup that can do it, it's going to be these boys.
It definitely will be. And as you say, we've seen, I believe, all of these players on stream except potentially HZ. So last week we saw all of them. So who are the players in your eyes that we're going to be looking out for tonight?
We've seen UCD play Queens last week, and they did really well on the offense. And they Queens made a solid defense, and I think they even won one of their games in the series as well. And by the looks of it, they learned a lot, because they've been a whole different beast this season, so this week so far even. But Way Too Speedy seems to be the he was someone who tore it up last week. Honestly, like it was just incredible to watch. It was just an offensive powerhouse. But then the NCI as well together have been one big. They've been one unit that plays together anyway.
Yeah, they definitely have been. So it's going to be on UCD to manage to try and contain Speedy in this game. As we get into this game, it was a little bit of an awkward kickoff. I believe one of the players accidentally joined it, so we may have a bit of a false start here. Players are sitting still at the moment. See what's actually going to happen. As this is why you don't join your games early if you're playing in a custom match, guys, because it will just start. As it looks like we're heading rapidly towards a restart here. Players start around the pitch.
If it makes you feel any better, you get to see the really cool technical difficulties graphic we have for the stream now as well.
It is a pretty one, and we get to admire the cards flopping around the pitch. But just to go back to what we were saying before this, as the players figure out exactly what they're doing, I think you're right. I think it is Way Too Speedy who is going to be the man to watch on the NCI team from what we've seen before. And I want to keep eyes on Jo over on the other side. Had a really strong series last week as well. And I think really showed that he has the ability to not carry the team. His other teammates were putting in work as well, but definitely be a player to step up and put UCD at the top of this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. It really is the clash of the titans for this one. UCD Leviathans have shown that they are such an offensive powerhouse, but they also know when to regroup and as a unit and go back for on the defense as well. Very few mistakes being made, and it really is a solid backline as well. And NCI Panthers have been great all over the pitch as well. I'm just really excited for this one.
I'm pumped. I'm hoping it plays out as much as we've been talking it up, because, I mean, look, there's always a chance in Rocket League the momentum starts to swing in one direction and then all of a sudden you have a quick 3-0 series. But I don't see this series going that way. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we're not jinxing it by saying this. As players are joining back into the lobbies, we should hopefully actually get underway without a false start this time around. See who wins these kickoffs, see which team is faster in the middle of the pitch, and see which team is actually getting those shots on goal early on. As we have players joining teams, everyone's in. We're going to have a kickoff with players on the pitch for the first time in this series. As we have UCD on the blue side and the NCI Panthers on the orange side. A really good kickoff early on from Hydropocus. Get some early pressure for UCD, and he's just going to put that in. That is 1-0, 4 seconds into the game. Hydropocus coming up clutch at the start.
And that is, we've been hyping it up. 4 seconds into this game in Hydropocus. It was a one-sided kickoff there, and the ball went deep into the NCI Panthers half. And Hydropocus was just there in the right position to get a good hit on it. And if that keeps up, we're going to be in for an interesting series.
Yeah, HC thought about following that one up. Hydropocus does miss the dunk on that one on B, so now there's a chance for NCI to get a bit of pressure of their own. Jo is going to take it out though, unknown in the middle of the pitch. Does get beaten by Jo in the 50. And out of boost now, he fakes it, and Speedy will try and collect it. It's looking a little bit awkward on defense for Panthers. That's a shot on goal by Jo. Beef is there covered, but there's a follow-up chance for HC. He puts it into the middle of the pitch. His team aren't quite there. Jo gets it on target. Speedy is rotated back in time. And 2 chances for UCD, not turning into anything just yet. That's a great pass over to Hydropocus, who puts it high. It's going to come down off the back wall. Speedy is under a little bit of pressure to collect this one. Hasn't managed to grab the boost, and so won't get a good clear on this one. Hydropocus in scoring. This should be unknown. Finally getting ball clear for the Panthers, but these clears just aren't coming through. Jo getting it off the back wall. It's nearly gone in. Hydropocus under. He's down the angle. He hasn't quite. Unknown keeps it out. I'm not sure how. And this pressure from UCD, surely it has to result in a goal soon.
Everybody.
It's finally clear. Unknown's going to go all the way. No, he's been taken out by Jo. Jo with a great recovery. He's going to just about keep it safe. The ball is bouncing off the corner. It's end-to-end stuff. Both goals feeling the heat as Jo finally getting it clear. And honestly, I don't know what's going on anymore.
What a save from Unknown back on the other way, and a quick counter-attack by the NCI Panthers. I have no idea how that did not go in as a goal. That was incredible. That didn't go in at either end. Both teams stepping up here early, showing that 4-second goal is not how they plan to play this series out. As Hydropocus, the man who scored that first goal, will put it into the middle of the pitch, bangs it off the wall, but Beef reads that one across. A good read. Those side wall passes can be a little bit tricky from time to time, but he's doing okay under it. As now Jo will be under this high ball and does get beaten by the defender, and it's a good pass to Beef. Good control in defense there, as it's good control from HC as well. Putting it over towards Hydropocus, who does miss, but only so he can get the boost and follow it up the pitch himself. Jo on the wall will drop it in front of 3 players from NCI. This could be a chance for them to keep some pressure up, potentially put the ball in the back of the net. They won't manage to do it just yet.
but it's Beef now. Jo is putting in good work in defense, but he is getting beaten from time to time, and that could be trouble for UCD if that continues.
Good cut off there by Unknown there, by Jo nearly making a quick counter attack, and Hydropocus just knocking it around. They're playing really back and forth stuff here, and this is. Some people might not think this is exciting. A lot of people want to think that they want to see high amount of goals being scored, but this is edge of the seat stuff, back and forth. And like you said, both goals are feeling the heat, and defenders and attackers alike are feeling the pressure in this one.
Yeah, anyone who doesn't think this exciting, I think, doesn't have their monitor turned on, because this has been a very exciting first appearance gameplay. That's off the crossbar. Is their follow-up going to be there for NCI? It's not. Not quite able to get to that one in time. Hydropocus puts this one in the corner. Both teams have had their chances, but really not all that many. The defense has been great. That's Jo putting it on target. A great save by Beef. HC here with the follow-up. It's on target again, and it bounces under the defense. I'm not quite sure how that one managed to sneak in, but sneak in it did.
What pressure that both teams have been putting on each other here now as well. And this is far from over. 2 minutes left, and a 2-goal lead can be a dangerous one. But with the goals from Hydropocus and HZ, with the amount of shots, they are really knocking on the door. And that was really 50-50. But with this amount of pressure, you think there's going to be more shots coming in. There's going to be more goals.
That's it. I think a low shot count for how much pressure, especially NCI, have had. They haven't really been all that threatening with UCD going. Speaking of threatening, that's a threat. That's a goal. HC puts in another.
2 for HC now, and 2 assists for Zhao as well. Zhao has just been in the right ways, getting the ball into the middle, into his teammates, and supplying these assists in as well. The goal, a great solo goal at the beginning of Hydropocus. But this is a quick one there.
He very nearly managed to get under that one and get the follow-up touch to put it in. Didn't quite though, but this is good pressure from NCI, nearly getting those shots on goal, and this has been their problem. Shots not quite finding the target. Jo goes for the fake, can't quite do it. HC doing as much in defense as he's done on offense for his team throughout this game. He's tearing it down this side wall by himself. See how many more defenders. The last defender is a little bit too much with no boost. Beef now will look for a pass, but Jo is just too quick in the middle of the pitch. Steals the ball off, stops his car, and gets another quick flick to get it off the back wall. Team didn't trust him on that one though. No follow-up, as HC will pop it to himself. See what he can do with this. It was a good effort, a little bit whiffed on the execution at the last second, but HC really putting in work in front of this NCI goal at the moment.
They're under a lot of pressure there. 2 big double commits that weren't necessary, and they're inviting the pressure, and someone's going to have to buff that one out. It's a big demo on Jo from Unknown, and the ball's coming back into the middle again. What pressure! They're not stopping. There's been no downtime in this series so far at all.
There absolutely is none. There was a great defensive recovery from HC after a double commit from 2 UCD players. They found themselves both up in the air. HC actually managed to recover in time to get to the ball anyway. So I think it's important to highlight that he has really been a staple player alongside Jo. It's been a bit of a quiet game for Hydropocus after that first 4-second goal. But honestly, when you have 2 teammates playing this well, you can afford to be a little bit quiet. Beef is up for that one, and he manages to cut it out in defense. Unknown. I think it's just a goal for pride now for NCI. Go into game 2 with 1 on the scoreboard. Don't let UCD keep a clean sheet. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it. The UCD defense looks very strong so far. 5 seconds left. They've just about done it. Jo nearly puts it in himself. Doesn't quite do so though, and it will be 3-0 the score. 3-0 the score. 3-1 the score.
3-1.
NCI put one in at 0 seconds to make sure they're not scoreless going into game 2.
With the goal for Pride, they've shown that they're ready to not give up, and they're ready to head into the next game with that momentum behind them as well. But 4 saves and 2 assists from Jo there. 5 saves. There's another one at the end of that one. What do you need to do as NCI now when you're going into this situation?
That's my line. I get to ask you that question. You have to give me the answers.
Oh, right. Well, NCI were solid on the defense, but it was just the unending pressure that they're not really following up on their counterattacks. Like they're making the efforts, they're knocking on the door, but UCD have just been so solid on the defense and the offense. Like I said, with Jo with 5 saves in the bank and 2 assists, and Hydropocus getting that really early on goal 4 seconds in, and that really shook NCI, I think.
I totally agree, and I think that was a very different game if it did end up being the 2-1 scoreline. I mean, that early kickoff goal, obviously it's a goal, it counts on the scoreboard, but you know, it really doesn't reflect how the flow of the game was going. So looking at that game, I think as a 2-1 as NCI Panthers, this is definitely a series that they can win games in. This is definitely a series that they can come back in, especially showing that they have the capability to score goals at the 0-second mark in that last game. We'll have to see if they can carry that into game number 2 as another kickoff for Hydro Focus goes in favor of UCD, but this time unknown reads off the wall and will put a bit of offensive pressure of his own on. Another goal clear. UCD defense looking solid already in game number 2. That's a nice touch by Speedy. His team aren't really here. He's just buying time in the corner and stealing boost away as well. Very nice steal as HC will manage to find his way past Beef on the wall. There's 2 defenders there, but they give Hydro Focus a lot of room. That means JO will have time on the wall for this one, but an awkward bounce is beating them and giving NCI the chance to steal this one in the middle of the pitch into the corner, see if they can find its way into its middle. HC so solid on this back wall though, won't give them a chance. A nice pinch by Hydro Focus. It's just so difficult for NCI to find their way out of that corner and across the face of goal, giving themselves any kind of scoring opportunity. Just hasn't been happening.
Yeah, but a quick one by Zhao there as well, but like you said, it's been so quick off the mark. Crossbar!
I can't believe it didn't go in. That looked like it was going to be a goal for NCI after a couple of big misses on defense from UCD. Jao is on the hunt for a demo up in the NCI goal at the moment. Won't quite find it, but has opened up a little bit of space. The pass wasn't quite there. Hydro Focus off the back wall. Won't be able to get to that himself. Instead, going for the bumps. And I like to see this out of UCD. They're starting to go for some of these bumps in front of the goal, starting to try and open the NCI defense up that way.
They're trying to make those openings with the passing of the ball, or trying to make it themselves by getting physical with it. And they've gotten away with murder with the ball on that goal line there as well. NCI, you have to be kicking yourself not to finish that one, but it's still seems to be 50-50 as well. Some serious edge-of-the-seat stuff. It's going back and forth non-stop.
How are UCD not being punished for these misses in defense? Surely the ball has to go in at some point. NCI, I mean, like you say, they've got to be kicking themselves. There's been chances, there's been pressure. They've been the team that's been all over the UCD defense, and they still haven't managed to find that crucial first goal in this game. And the ball now, there's very little boost on Jo. They'll have to turn and get that one. That's a good attempt by Speedy, but he misses the last touch. That could have at least been a shot on target, and this has been the story of the series so far for NCI, getting it all the way up that goal and missing the last shot. That's a good bump attempt onto Jo. That would have been the goal for Beef. Beef's still in control of that one. We'll bang it off the back wall. It's over to Speedy. See what Speedy can do with this. Good boost control from NCI as well in this back corner. They are in control of the UCD defense, and they are playing a physical game themselves, but that was a lot of people committing, and Hydro Focus has a chance to do something of this. That's a bad touch by Speedy. Speedy has given away the first goal with that touch. Hydro Focus capitalizes perfectly.
That was unlucky by Speedy as well. He's been playing so solid, and we've been hyping up as well. Sometimes I think that's the first glaring error that's been made tonight.
Absolutely.
And you just want to get it out of the way. There's still games to play as well. NCI have been on the front foot for a lot of this game, and they've only really been making the mistakes in punishing UCD's mistakes as well. But by the looks of it, looks like they're just going to keep going. They have to keep their heads up with this one.
Yeah, that's another total commit from UCD. And again, not quite punished shot, not quite on target for Beef, and the save was there anyways. Like you say, this UCD defense, the mistakes are there. NCI needs to start punishing these if they want to win this series, because it's definitely there for them. It's available. Speedy will get a shot on target. Is that one in? Nearly. HC steps up in defense one more time. What a save from that man, as Jo now tries to take it out. A little low on boosting, so will struggle. Hydro Focus with full boosting goal though, and will be okay taking that one off the line. That's again poor touches in defense from UCD. Again, the chance potentially there for NCI, but a nice bump now from Jo will keep the defender out of the way. Speedy takes it off the line. A good save. NCI, nice to see that Speedy hasn't gotten into his own head after that last goal. Yeah,
that's what you want to do as well. He still knows that his teammates still need him, and he's there for the next game as well.
Oh,
what a shot!
HC finds the angle, finds the shot, and that is pinpoint accurate.
Like, if you're in the situation the NCI Panthers are in, that's 7 shots on goal from NCI to combine to UCD's 3. And it is 2-0 to UCD right now.
2-0 to UCD, and NCI, it's got to feel bad being in this position right now. Honestly, I think they've looked like the better team for a lot of this game and just haven't found their opportunities to score goals. And unfortunately, that's how you win games of Rocket League. That's a nice touch in the middle of the pitch for Unknown, potentially in the middle there. But Jo is up so quickly to that ball. It's over the top. Beef will have to get a touch of that. Will just about manage to do so, but Hydro Focus is the first one to it in the middle of the pitch. A good touch from Speedy, but HC was waiting for it. Missed the touch anyway, though. So a little bit of a reprieve here for NCI as Jo plays it slow, waiting for his team to get back in position, and managing to be 2 players in that back corner to carry it forward. Has found boost as well. Will steal away another boost. There's going to be very tough defense for NCI here. They're sitting on low boost across the board, I have to feel. Jo puts that one into the middle, will get missed by Speedy. Another big defensive miss by him, not punished this time. This is still here for UCD. They could put this game completely out of reach. 3-0 was the scoreline until the last second in the last game. UCD looking to make it happen again. It's Beef. They have to score here, you feel like, if they want to have a chance in this game. It's there for Unknown, but a great clear. And now UCD, are they going to score again? No, they're not. It's getting very close to do or die time for NCI.
Yeah, if the 2 goals can still be dangerous, but they're going to have to step up and do something about it now. With the amount of chances that they've been having on goal, something has to come of it.
Something has to come, but something hasn't yet, and something might not. That's just the way it works. Sometimes the game is cruel, and it's looking cruel right now for NCI. 20 seconds left, 2-0 down. Can they pull off the miracle? They're on the back foot in defense at the moment. That's in front of their goal. Jo has a shooting chance. Will hit it off the crossbars. The follow up there. Hydropokes is there. That should be an easy finish for him, and it is. UCD 3-0.
Wouldn't think by looking at the scoreline that it's telling the story of the way this game's gone so far. NCI have been on the front foot for so much. And still only, this has probably been the longest time that NCI haven't had any shots on target because they still only have 7. But the efforts and the goals are still coming in from UCD. In 5 seconds to go, it looks like game 2 is going to be UCD's as well.
It is not even a last second goal to console NCI in this game number 2. And all of a sudden, just like that, despite feeling like they were on the back foot for all of that game 2, UCD are on match point and they kept a clean sheet.
It was still an interesting and exciting game to go along with it, but like NCI just need to try and stay out of their own heads as well. They weren't really they weren't matching up with like balls into the center as well. UCD were solid on the defense, to be fair. A combined 7 shots. I think it ended up being 8 shots for NCI, but a combined total of 7 saves from UCD as well that game.
Insane. And I think the 2 players I want to look at for UCD are the 2 who are actually on the bottom of the leaderboard there, HC and Jo. I think they're having stellar performances. And Hydropocus had 2 goals there, but it was really off easy setups from his teammates.
They are, like I said, they play as a unit. UCD, we've seen this last week and we're seeing it this week again. They play as a unit, they attack together, they defend together. And it's really enjoyable to see it happen. And it's a switch. It's almost like a switch goes on and they all get back. It's either they all attack and they all defend. But that's also left them openings for punishment.
Oh, it's just like that. Another early kickoff goal. This time it was 5 seconds instead of 4 seconds, but HC finds the follow-up shot. And like you say, UCD working as a unit. There's always another man there to take the shot.
You're saying that when they're on the defense, when they're all attacked together, they leave openings that haven't been punished on the defense. But when you're scoring as many goals as UCD have been this week and in this tournament so far entirely, do you think they allow it to be sloppy at the back?
I think you're allowed to be sloppy, and I mean, you know, we're saying they're sloppy, but NCI don't look like they are the team to punish that sloppiness. They didn't find a goal. HC, I wasn't ready for that one at all. I didn't think he had the air dribble in him, but by God was I proved wrong.
What a solo goal by HC, popping it up off the wall. I could have sworn that they would have gotten that there.
Yep.
Just a cheeky little touched over Unknown there. What a goal.
Oh, it took them almost all 5 minutes to score 3 goals in game number 2, but UCD in game number 3 are 2-0 up and we're only 30 seconds gone. This is in the UCD half for the first time this game, really, but nothing going to come of it, and that's kind of being the story of this series for NCI. In the UCD half, nothing to show for it. Jo up again. He's managed to beat 1, he's managed to beat 2, but number 1 managed to get all the way back as Speedy recovered in time to make that save. Ball high in the air, but that's going to be plenty of time for NCI. A double commit. Speedy needs to get that one. Jo's up looking for the double touch to himself off the back wall. He managed to find it. 2 defenders in the way, and both of them can't get there.
That double commit I mentioned earlier, it's unfortunate as well. Just so unlucky there, but Jo, the movement in the air to get that touch on it and put the ball on target. What a finish by Jo, and it's 3-0. To UCD Visons.
Make that. No, not quite 4-0. It looked like it was going to be the quick kickoff goal for UCD, and they've had a few of those this series already, but this time around it will stay out. Still pressure on NCI though. Way Too Speedy has a lot of time there, but takes a touch that's straight into HC, and that's not the kind of touches you want to be taking if you are 3-0 down. If you are 2 games down in a series, you need to make better plays from your defense. That's a nice touch in the middle of the pitch, but 2 defenders sitting on the line means that won't go anywhere. HC trying for the hero play up off the back walls. He's playing with confidence now. He's playing the aerial game, and a big miss by Unknown. Jo will get it on target, but no player behind means an easy clear for Beef. It passing plays attempting to come out now for NCI, but the passing plays aren't quite coming together as they're getting cut out by UCD, who are just the faster team in the middle of the pitch. There's a bit of speed there, for being honest.
You said it.
Oh,
You said it, and it's another goal from Gio.
Absolutely, I've jinxed it. I've jinxed someone. I don't know what I've done, but that's a great pass by Hydropocus.
Right there as well. Like you said, they attack as a unit. There's always someone on the end of these passes. And this scoreline, I feel, represents the story that this game made. Last time it looked at NCI were on the front foot for a lot of it. UCD have just been all over it this time. They've been on the ball, they've been in the positions on offense and defense this game. They've really stepped up their defensive play, and there hasn't really been that many openings for UCD to take advantage, for NCI to take advantage of.
Yeah, confidence running high on the UCD team right now, and it is showing in the scoreline and in the way they are playing this game. They are all over the NCI defense all the time. HC will try and take this one off the ceiling. He has the flip, but he can't quite find contact with the ball. That was maybe optimistic given where he was on the pitch, but hey, I mean, look, 4-0 up, that's the time to try these things. Unknown shot on target, is dribbling, nearly manages to dribble it past all three players. It's still there. Beef doesn't have the boost, and the touch is a little bit weak, so it will be plenty of time for UCD to reset here. Try to get this one clear. Big miss by Speedy. That was a potential shot on target. That was the potential goal. Not just, I think if any one play is going to sum up NCI this series, it was that miss on the ball. Speedy looking for redemption, will find the post this time. HC is backwards, but manages to find clear anyway. And I mean, NCI, you need to capitalize on those shots.
That is what it is as well. It would have been points for style, but like I said, I think it was Unknown was there with zero boost.
J.O.
He made it on the line. He's come off the crossbar.
Oh, it's in anyway. Okay,
Anyway.
sure.
HZ as well, and that is HZ's hat trick. I don't know how many hat tricks that there have been this season, but I think
one or two
two
here
of
or
them
there,
have
yeah.
come, I think 2 or 3 of them now have come from UCD Leviathans.
Oh, they look so clean when they're playing with confidence, when they're rotating well in offense, when there's always, as we were saying, that extra man up there to finish up the follow-up shot. And that's really what's opening up this scoreline for UCD. There's been that extra man there to finish when NCI just feel like they're playing with less players sometimes on this pitch.
It is just a treat to watch a good team with confidence play effectively.
Oh.
But like I've been seeing... Oh.
I thought HC had given it up, but you know, as soon as we start to talk nice about them, HC just backflips under the ball in the middle of the pitch. But hey, he had his teammate there to cover for him, and that's exactly the point we were making.
We call that the caster's curse, don't we?
Yeah.
As soon as we start talking about something, well, big demo there on another. But what a save from Jo! What a shot that was from Speedy. Unfortunate to not see that go in. It would have been style points as well.
It would have been, as it does start to feel a little bit like we are just playing down the clock here. UCD, they're not going to let it play down too quickly though. HC will put in another one. I mean, what's past the hat trick?
4 goals for HC now.
Yeah, he's just scoring them. I mean, this is it. You don't need to be fancy.
So, the unsung hero, Hydropocus, with 3 assists.
Ooh.
And a save each for the UCD squad as well. NCI have been making the saves as well, but UCD are just knocking on the door so much. The doors come off its hinges at this point.
And I want to draw your attention to the fact that, you know, basically in the first 2 games in this series, NCI, despite being the team with less goals, did have more shots than UCD. And in this game, UCD are just smashing NCI in terms of shots. And I think that's probably the biggest sign of how different this game has been than the first 2 games in this series.
4 from HC and 7 from JO, so a combined total of 11 shots from UCD and 5 from NCI.
Yeah, just feeling very different. UCD came out to play in this game number 3. They are looking to take home a 3-0, and with that, we'll move to 2 series wins in this tournament so far. And honestly,
Now stealing it at the end!
I mean, why not, right? A little bit of style points, okay?
Hydropocus has 1 goal in this game, despite making 4 assists.
No, he doesn't get one. He's not allowed.
JO wanted the hat-trick. He wanted the hat-trick, so he took it.
Hydropocus doesn't get any goals.
They're
This is
going to
the
be
JO and
arguing
HD show.
over that one.
A little bit of flame. But yeah, I think it's UCD. They're looking like the team to beat for me in this tournament at the moment, at least from the ones that I've seen on stream. They're just playing so well.
Now, I don't want to talk like the series is over yet, but
I think it might be fair too.
Queens lost to UCD last week and came back a totally different breed this week. With offensive powerhouse they were, winning their game earlier this evening. Do you think that NCI are going to learn from this one as well? And do you think they might come back better than ever next week as well?
I hope so. As they are taken down in what was a relatively clean 3-0 by UCD Leviathans A. That was just well played across the board from them. NCI, definitely some things to work on there. I think if I'm NCI, I'm looking at just going and loading up the Shots training pack after this series and grinding that out for a little while because they had their chances. They just couldn't quite capitalize.
And there was always those moments where we spoke about how UCD attacked as a unit. It was 3 attackers, then there was 3 defenders. There was a lot of moments where NCI could have benefited from having a third man. A lot of times where the first shot comes in, the save's made, but there's no one there to take the rebound shot. And I noticed that happening a handful of times in this game alone. So
Absolutely.
It really is just the chemistry between UCD as well. The amount of hours they must have playing together with just the constant unit offense. With 3 men, it's hard to stop 3 attackers coming at you when they have as much like actual positioning and passing play as this UCD squad seems to do. And if they keep this up, they're going to run away with it by the looks of it. They do seem, like you said, to be the team to beat.
Yep, and so we will have to hopefully see if anyone can beat them. That is going to be it from us for this evening. But hey, there's plenty more esports during the week. We have plenty going on at all times here on the Irish Collegiate Esports channel. Rocket League every Tuesday. I know that League of Legends is on Thursday because I cast that, and I believe the schedule for the games should be up on your screen at the moment. Join us for as many of them as you can. It's all exciting. It's all good fun. I have been Nuala Lake. Joining me has been Morno. We hope that you have enjoyed this evening's games because we sure as hell did. And we will see you all back here either tomorrow, maybe Thursday. But if you want to just watch the Rocket League, we'll be here next Tuesday, and hopefully you will be too.
Thank you very much for watching. It's been a privilege and a treat to see such high quality gameplay this evening. Thank you very much.